Hello gorgeous souls and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about how to unlock your new reality. In this particular video I'm going to skip all of the fluff and get to the actual keys to unlock this new reality. When I was deep into my manifestation journey, I realized that I had been just delving into so much fluff. So much stuff that actually wasn't the keys to unlock my new reality. And when I started embodying this one process, everything shifted in my entire 3D reality. Definitely stick to the end because I am going to be spilling the whole tea, not just the cup, the whole pot. Definitely stick around. So first of all, I wanted to start off with what was my journey and when did everything start to shift and change to have this huge aha moment? Trying to sift through all of these manifestation processes that actually weren't giving me what I truly desired. What I realized was that there's so much, surface level manifestation principles. There is, these processes where you have to write down your manifestations 50 times a day, affirmations, and put it on your wall so that you can see it everywhere. I was not only wasting all of this time, but I was also left with this disappointment feeling. I can no longer keep doing this because I felt so numb within my life. I felt like I was doing and not seeing the desired results. Even when I went and saw, psychics, did that, energetic healing, I felt good for a little bit, but then I still fell into the same trap. And I'm not saying that these modalities aren't incredible. Of course they are incredible. I love tarot. I love card readings. I think they're a great compass to help you guide you on your journey. But when it actually comes to creating and stepping into this new reality, I truly believe that we have to take it a step further, a step deeper. That is why I want to just skip all of the fluff and get into what actually worked and what actually changed my entire life and unlocked this new reality. At the end of 2021, I actually lost pretty much a lot of things that I had in my life, except for my incredible partner and my family and all of those good things. But I actually spent all of my money. I was in a really tough state. What I really built before that kind of all went away. And this all happened for a reason, so that I could go through this process and learn this and go through this journey so that I could show up and share this for you so that you can also go through that. You're at that period of time in your life, which you may be, that is why you've stumbled and been guided to this particular video, that you're in this sticky point of your life where you're just like, I no longer want to experience this reality that I'm living. This isn't it. I know that I'm meant for more, that I'm meant to experience more. That is why you created that vision board that you have on your wall and you're looking at every single day. That is why you were Googling all of those manifestation processes, which is incredible. Like, I love that there's so much out there, but it also means that we can get in that space of overwhelm, in that space of, okay, what do I truly need to focus on to actually see that shift in my reality? That's that point that I got to in the beginning of 2022. And, I almost had to move back with my parents. Story short is that I was not in the desired reality that I wanted to be in. And I was doing all of the things. I had the poster stickers up, was doing every single tool, manifesting under the moon, the stars, whatever a tool that I could get my hands on. But what I realized, I had this huge aha moment, was that I looked at the person that I was being at that point of time. And I realized that who I was being and who I was showing up as and my mindset was not actually in alignment with what I desired to create in my life. that's when I really started looking at vibration. And I really started looking at, okay, actually what is our reality made up of? How can I actually start looking at my internal vibration, who I am being, you know, what we think, how we feel, how we act, is how we make up our being, wasn't coming from a place of what my desires really reflected. So what I realized is that I had to change my state of being. That's when I really started delving into the layers, the deeper layers of manifestation, and that's when things actually started to shift. Some context around this, because without this, without wrapping your head around, you know, these concepts, then the keys that are going to unlock your new reality are ultimately not going to unlock that reality, because we need to understand these, fully grasp these concepts first as well. Definitely do not skip this part. I know it's very tempting to just get to the final keys and be like, what is the answer? Because if you're anything like me, that is exactly what I would do. But I urge you to stay throughout the whole video here, because I am going to share with you some really key concepts to understand first and foremost before we delve into the keys to unlock your new reality. So the first concept is talking about quantum physics. It really talks about your whole external world, even ourselves, is all vibrating at a certain frequency. That is actually vibrating at a certain frequency, therefore everything is energy. What they really looked at is the space between the nucleus and the electrons of an atom. So new age science is really looking at these, because before they couldn't actually look at an atom, it was too small. But what they really found is that by looking at the atom, everything is, you know, vibrating at a certain frequency, and it is also 99.99999% empty space. Essentially, that means that even physical objects in our reality is energy. Everything is energy, and it is malleable, and we have the ability to actually shift our external reality by what we choose to focus on. The concept with manifestation is like, where focus goes, energy flows. When we can really harness this concept of that everything is energy, and you have the ability to, you know, shift your external world by focusing on the reality that you actually want, rather than the reality that you're currently experiencing. I first understood this and fully grasped this. It was this huge moment of, wow, okay, so the reality that I'm actually currently living in isn't permanent. I have the ability to actually shift and change that external reality by focusing on the energetic frequency. That brings me to the next concept that is really, 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 really powerful. Explained again by quantum physics, is that everything that you desire, it already exists. There is a version of you in the quantum who is already living in the desired reality that you want to manifest. That is why you can, you know, visualize it. That is why you desire it. It's on your vision board right now, is because there is already a version of you in the quantum that is already living in that desired reality. It's like, for an example, you turn on the TV and you start watching a specific channel. So in Australia, you're watching Channel 7. On Channel 7, you're watching a specific program. Then you decided to change the channel. So you decide to change Channel 9 and you're watching an entire different program on that other channel. Both channels exist at the same time, but you're tuning into a specific channel. You are seeing a whole different show play out, or reality play out, by tuning to a different channel. That is essentially how the universe works. That's essentially how manifestation works. And this isn't some spiritual guru stuff. Like, this is actually science. This is quantum physics. I studied science at uni for 7 years. And when I was started delving into manifestation, I thought, this is just like all woo-woo, like angels, universe. I love that shit. Don't get me wrong. I am obsessed with that now, but at that point where I was very logical and very science brained version of me, I was just like, where is the science behind this? I need to dig deeper and find out what is the meaning behind the manifestation. That and these concepts that I'm sharing with you is going to change everything in your life, because when you wrapping your energy around these concepts, and then the keys that I'm going to give you, that is the unlocking of your new reality. So now that we understand these two concepts, that everything is energy vibrating at a certain frequency, and then we understand that what you desire is at a certain frequency, you just need to tune your channel to actually see that play out in your external world. That is when the fun begins. We can really say, and what I was saying in the beginning of this huge aha moment of who I was being at that point of time in my life, was reflected to the experience that I was experiencing in my reality. The most powerful thing, and if you take anything away from this video, is that you have the ability to shift your energetic frequency by focusing on who you are being. So if we have the ability to shift our energetic frequency, then how do we do that to actually tune to the radio station or the TV station to start watching the reality that you ultimately want to watch? We know that the universal law of mirrors explains that your internal state or your identity is your energetic frequency. And when we focus on that, our internal world, that is when we see the shifts happen in our external world. One thing that you can really take from these concepts that I have, breezed through in this video is that you have the ability to shift your internal vibration, which then has an external influence on your reality, on what you're experiencing in your external reality. What happens on the inside is reflected on what happens on the outside. And we are constantly trying to, manipulate our exterior world, when in fact, it's actually what is happening on the inside. So now that we know that our external world is a reflection of our internal energetic state, then that asks the question of, okay, how do I raise my energetic frequency to match that of which I desire? How do I tune my energy to match that station that I want to watch? I want to experience my manifestations. That is an incredible question, which I'm going to answer for you. Down here is my beautiful figure, is that we have got the energy that is emitting. So this is the energetic frequency. And the biggest misconception when it comes to raising your energetic frequency is thinking that we just need to think positive thoughts and be really happy and high vibe all of the time. Yes, this is an incredible trait to adopt, because of course we want to have a positive mindset when we go throughout our life. But when it actually comes to shifting your vibration to match the version of you who already exists, who's already living in your dream life. That is not the key. The key is when we are trying to raise our vibration to match this new reality, what actually clouds our energetic frequency and why you're not experiencing the life, the reality that you actually want, the new reality, is because of these energetic blocks. So energetic blocks actually don't allow us to match the vibration of our new reality. And these energetic blocks is what actually prevents us from rising to the frequency to match that of which we desire. That's why the law of attraction doesn't work for everyone. Some people will try the law of attraction and it will work because they don't have these energetic blocks. But when it comes to a lot of things in our life, we have energetic blocks that we first must release in order to match that of the new reality. How do we do that? And this is where I'm going to really share the keys to unlock this new reality. When we ask for what we want, we need to raise our energetic frequency. So step into a new level of consciousness actually matches what we desire. When this happens, we need to release these energetic blocks. How do we do that? So, the first key to unlocking your new reality is we need to confront triggers like that are triggering the stuck energy. So have you ever noticed that when you ask for more, and when you really declare, and when you put something on your vision board and say, okay, I'm ready for this new reality, I'm ready to step into this new identity, people may trigger you. You might have someone say something in your life that triggers the fuck out of you. This is why. And this is why triggers are such valuable information. They are only reflecting energetic blocks in your auric field. It's not that thing's the person's fault or because that thing is priced too high or whatever it is that triggers you. It is our own internal energetic blocks that need to be released so that your energetic frequency can rise to match that new reality. When you get triggered, so you might actually see a price tag at a shop and you think, oh my gosh, that is such a high price. Someone else could be like, oh yeah, that's $500, that's just the price of the handbag. You can see that difference. It's just mirroring back to you parts of yourself that need to be transmuted, that energy that needs to be transmuted in order for you to rise into a new energetic set point. So it's such a beautiful thing to actually look at what is triggering in you in your external world. Is it a comment that you received on a post that triggered you? Maybe you even deleted that comment because you actually did not want to face that trigger. Maybe I'm triggering you right now because I'm saying that what people are saying in your external world is actually, a reflection of what needs to be healed in your internal world. Really, I encourage you, of course I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do. You could absolutely leave this video behind and never think of it again. But if you want to step into a new reality, then I urge you to actually do this work. Because when I started to actually do this work, I absolutely shifted my external world. I was doing manifestation techniques for years and not seeing results. In fact, I felt like I kind of went backwards. until I actually started to do the inner work, because our reality is only reflecting our internal world. Number one, triggering stuck energy in your field. So when something triggers you, I urge you, or I invite you can do whatever the fuck you want to, but I invite you to actually lean into that energy. Where do you feel that energy in your body? Is it in the pit of your stomach? Is it in your chest? Is it in your throat? Where do you feel that stuck energy? Energy is coming up because it's ready to be transmuted. That energy is ready to be gone and left from your body, because remember, everything is energy. And if we want to become a vibrational match to what we desire, then this is the work, baby. Identify where that stuck energy is in your body. So where that stuck energy, it could be anywhere in your body. And I want you to lean in and feel that energy. So actually feel that energy. So that is identifying, number two, identifying where that stuck energy is. And number three is process that stuck energy through your body. So when you process it, it doesn't mean you sit there and just feed your mind up with all of these thoughts of what should have happened and how you could have done that better. No, we don't want to feed that energy. We just want to acknowledge that energy is there. So say you are triggered by a comment on your post. Lean into that energy. Where do you feel that stuck energy, that energetic block? So these could show up as guilt, shame, low self-worth, repressed emotions from childhood. And my partner Josh actually wrote here childhood trauma. So I decided to leave it there because, of course, you know, when something major happens in our childhood, we don't have the emotional capacity to actually deal with that emotion. So we store that emotion and we don't allow us to feel that emotion. And a lot of the time that's for safety, because something really traumatic could have happened in your childhood. And that's totally okay. But you're ready to step into a new reality. So you're ready to start releasing some of that stuck energy so that you can become a vibrational match to what you desire. Allow yourself to sit with it. And it might be a 30-second process. It might be a 30-minute process. You might actually have to allow yourself to sit with this energy for a few days. Everyone is different. If this is the first time you've done this work, then you might have a few things that actually come up and trigger you. And that is okay. That is beautiful, because you now have the capacity to transmute that energy. And what a beautiful gift, because that means you are going to unlock your new reality. And that is such a gift, because you want to experience the reality that you have on your vision board. And it doesn't mean that you sit there on the couch for 3 days while you transmute this energy. Just allow that energy to be there. You just allow your energy, that energy, wherever you feel it, to just be there as you go about your day, as you do the things that you would normally do. Just allow your body to transmute that, because once you transmute that energy, you will feel lighter as well. A lot of the time when we think, oh, I just have to think positive thoughts, I just have to be really happy and positive all the time, you're actually suppressing those emotions. So you're actually creating denser energy in your auric field. Therefore, that energy isn't going anywhere. We can't destroy energy, we can only transmute energy. By dealing with this emotion, that means that you are actually rising to that frequency of your new reality. Okay? So these are the 3 keys that we've discussed today is triggering stuck energy within your field. So this could be reflected by someone else. Like, that is just a dummy, right? It's so mind-blowing when you wrap your head around this, is that people who are triggering you or things that are triggering you, it's a game. Manifestation is a game, and it's looking at it as a game and thinking, okay, this is an illusion. This isn't actually real. This person may be so real that's standing in front of you saying this, but they are only reflecting your internal energetic blocks, and it's a game of an illusion. And you either play the game or you ignore that and ignore that and ignore that and be like, woe is me, life is happening to me, like this person is so awful things, but you're just inflicting that pain onto yourself because you're not living in the desired reality that you truly want. We go into a lot more detail within this in the Lucky Girl Academy, my manifestation program. But honestly, if you just start implementing these 3 keys that I shared with you today and start looking at this manifestation game as a game, to really move past all illusions and step into your new reality, you will beyond unlock this new reality that you ultimately want to live. But if you feel like, I can't do this on my own, I want a community, I want to go deeper into this because I know there's so much more that I need to uncover, then find the link below for the Lucky Girl Academy. Love to have you there. But this is all that I have for you today. I definitely recommend, going back over this and really allowing these concepts to be absorbed. Listen to it as many times as you need. Start implementing this, because this will be the thing. This will be the video that you look back and be like, this is when my whole reality shifted. And I'm so excited for you. Please post in the comments your biggest takeaways or your biggest aha moments, or when your reality starts to shift, because I know that it will. So until next time, gorgeous soul, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a beautiful day. Bye.